All right, y'all. So it's been a while since I've been back with my travel team talk for Thursdays, and today I almost didn't even do it because I'm traveling tomorrow and I have a zillion things to do, but it's been on my mind and I just felt like I needed to come and talk about it because a lot of you guys, friends, family, or people that have just now started following me, welcome. You need to be travel agents. I'm seeing a lot of people that would make great travel agents, and I don't think a lot of people see their potential in becoming a travel agent. So, some of you guys that I'm thinking of are the people that I'm noticing already have like a really good following. People that already have family and friends that travel often, people that travel often themselves. You guys are going to be the best candidates. And this does not rule out people who don't travel often. This does not rule out people who don't have a following, social media following. This does not rule out people who don't have a lot of family and friends that travel. This is in no way what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is there's so many people with so much potential that I see that should be travel agents. And I say that because a lot of you guys are spending a lot of your free time, free, which means you're not getting paid, to plan and book your own travel, to plan and book travel for other people, um, even just booking travel. When you're booking travel and you're paying full price, again, you know, you are missing out on so many opportunities and really all of the opportunities that are available to you by being a travel agent. So a lot of people, they wonder, well, is it a lot of time? Is it a lot of money? The startup cost is minimal in my opinion, and there is a monthly fee for you to maintain your website, which you get a website. So that's awesome in itself. Time wise, it does not take a lot of time, about the same amount of time it takes you to research a trip for those that are, pretty trip savvy, travel savvy. 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, if you're educated and you're knowledgeable on what you're doing. So no, it does not take you a lot of time. It does not cost a lot of money. And you make the money that you're spending, to maintain your business, you make that back in a couple bookings. So again, yeah, I'm not even going to come and, take too much time today because I do have a zillion things to do, but I did want to have some team talk this Thursday because again, I'm seeing so many of you guys with so much great potential, and not saying it's being wasted. You're definitely traveling, you're living your life, you have, other things going on in life, and so do I. I'm not a full-time travel agent. I have several other jobs because I just like to keep myself busy. But this is not my full-time job, and yet and still it's still an amazing business, an amazing opportunity, another avenue for income because of course, as we've seen with COVID-19, I'm also in Houston, as we've seen with some of the weather issues we've been having, and a lot of people losing some very important things, and jobs, and just there's just a lot going on. And having those multiple streams of income is what's going to be able to keep a lot of people afloat. If I was to lose my job tomorrow, not saying travel is, just magically going to take care of all of my bills, but I definitely would be comfortable, knowing that I have my business and I could take it from part-time to full-time, or then scale back to part-time, and make my own hours, and make it ultimately what I want it to be, because that's what it is. It's mine. So yeah, I want you guys to think about that. For any of you all that have been thinking about becoming a travel agent, any of you guys who, like I said, are already traveling and have that great potential, and you just may not see it or realize it. It took me a couple years, actually. I lived overseas. I lived in Kuwait for 2 years, And while I was over there, I was planning all of my trips. I was planning my trips for my friends. And I'm like, hey, it's taking me this time. All right, boom, this is where we're going. This is the flight you need to get. This is where we're staying. I planned all of that. And did I get paid for any of that? I got paid with experience, but actual money in my pocket? No, not at all. So now, you get to this place where you're like, wow, I'm doing all of this traveling already myself. I'm planning all of this travel for my friends and family. Or even if you're not necessarily planning the travel, but you have friends and family who travel a lot, and someone else is planning that travel or they're going somewhere, like you are missing out on so many great opportunities, family reunions, family cruises, all-inclusive resort vacations where you have groups, all of these trips that you're taking, and you're missing out on that money. That commission could be yours. You are instead giving your money away to these big businesses who at the end of the day really don't care about you. So again, put yourself in the position to make this money, to have this business, and not only have this business, but to have your business, to make it yours. And I think for me personally, that's the most exciting thing that I have gotten from my business, is the fact that it's mine, down to, my logo, my name, and just the overall experience that I know that I'm providing for my customers is what excites me the most. But I know for a lot of people, money, like, let's be real. People want to make sure and know that they're getting paid, and it's going to be good pay. So again, think about, and you probably don't think about it because when you go on Expedia or Priceline or wherever you book a trip, you're not thinking about a commission or, I wonder how much somebody's getting paid, or how much they're getting paid for booking me booking this trip. You don't think about that. Once you become a travel agent and you really get those numbers and you really see the amount of money that you could be making, not only on your own travel, but on your friend and family's travel, you'll probably never look back. Honestly, you guys really, really, really stop, think about what you're doing, think about whether it makes sense. And if you're more interested, reach out, ask questions, educate yourself, don't just set the opportunity aside, thinking, oh no, I'm okay, that's not for me. You'd be surprised, you definitely be surprised what you're interested in. So I said I wasn't going to go too long. Here I am still talking. But that's because at the end of the day, I care about you guys. I care about my people, and I want to see everybody prosper, everybody shine, and everybody get paid. So again, I've had it on my heart and on my mind because I'm seeing a lot of my family and friends who travel often, who already have a following of people who see what they're doing and are living vicariously through them. Get those people in. Those are the people that, you want to now share your experiences with by booking, by planning, and getting paid to do it. So again, if you guys have any questions, definitely don't, hesitate to reach out. Ask away, ask away. I have some information I can send you, or we can just chat. I'm always available, always open for a good conversation. Anybody that knows me, I'm a talker. So yes, reach out and let's get this money. Let's get our people out traveling, exploring the world, and let's start putting this money in our own pockets. That's the number one thing. And supporting one another. So another thing before I go, I've mentioned it in my first video, how it works. I'm able to help you get your independent travel agency, and then I will become your sponsor. And as your sponsor, my job is really to support you. Now, if you don't want that support and you don't want to have anything to do with me, my feelings will not be hurt. Just a little. My feelings will not be hurt, but I feel like the most important thing is when you are rising to the top and you are moving up that ladder, it's extremely important to reach back down and help the next person up. And I feel like teamwork makes the dream work. So what I would like to do, is have, a group of people that I am helping to be successful, and I'm pulling up and showing them the ropes and showing them what they need to be doing to be successful in the travel business. And at the end of the day, if there's something that, I'm not aware of or I'm not knowledgeable of, and somebody else, is, or someone else is stronger in one aspect than I am, or once you find a niche, if it's not something that I'm into and you are, instead of me passing off people and saying, oh no, I don't do that, I can pass that to my friend. I can pass that to my family member. I can pass that to you. So again, teamwork makes the dream work. Let's get this money. Let's support one another, and let's have a great 2021. 2021 is the year. So much has happened within the last year. 2020 was definitely an eye opener for a lot of people. And YOLO, I know some of you guys have been considering it. Some of you guys have been thinking about it. And, you've just been kind of sitting back and waiting. And that's another thing. Stop waiting. A lot of people think, oh, travel is dead, or, now's not really the best time to become a travel agent because who's traveling? I have girls trips coming up. I have a few couples trips coming up. I have a group trip planned to Jamaica. The only thing, honestly, that I will say has slowed down is cruises. So if you were ever thinking that you wanted cruises to be your niche, that's probably slowed down. But outside of that, travel is still happening. I have a honeymoon coming up. People are traveling. People are booking. Please do not be fooled. Nonetheless, things are a little slower. So now is actually the perfect time for you to get in, for you to build your brand, for you to really build the foundation for your business. Now, me, I'm a leaper. So I just jumped right in. I jumped right in right before the pandemic, and I'm, studying and, training up on the different vendors that I wanted to work with, which training is all free, by the way. Training and building my business, building my brand all at the same time while, trying to book clients. And I did it because, that's me, but that's not going to be the case for everyone. So now actually is the perfect time for you to get into the business. Now is the perfect time for you to, again, build your business, build your brand, build your knowledge base. Decide what niche you want to be in, whether that be cruising, whether that be all-inclusive, whether that be river cruises, whether it be Disney, whatever it may be. Now is the time for you to really use this quote unquote downtime, if you will, to really hone in on what you feel is going to be the most important for your business. And again, you have me, so you don't have to. I'm gonna be just a little hurt, just a little hurt, but you have me to help you build your business and take it to where you want to go, which is only up from here. So again, I implore you guys, if you're thinking about it, let's get it started, or let's at least talk about it, and get you some information and get your 2021 off right. Let's start it off right. So, all right, guys, I am out because I am going to Denver tomorrow. Woo woo, to see my second favorite cousin. I love you. So I am out. And again, if you guys have any questions, send me a message. Peace.